First question to Gina. Go ahead, Gina.
Book, when you see your coach get that emotional just now, like, and just, I know everything is so fresh, but when you can see how much he cares and how much he wanted it, just how does that make you feel as one of his players?
I mean, that's our team. You know, it's been the name of our team this whole season. You know, we're an emotional group. We fight hard. We practice hard. We have a lot of fun together. And we trust each other and we love each other, and we say it all the time. You know, so we all had a common goal, you know, in bringing the championship back to Phoenix, and, you know, it's tough to fall short.
Next question, Rachel.
So too early to know what you've learned from this experience?
I mean, it's hard to narrow it down to one thing. You know, I think we learned a lot just by being in it. You know, it was a lot of our first time in the playoffs, let alone the finals. But, you know, it was a great experience for us. I think we set a foundation and a base for our team. And, you know, we all have stuff to work on, and we understand that. So, you know, we're going to take this hurt and bring it into the summer and continue to get better.
Right side to Mark.
Be back in the gym.
Sorry, Greg.
Well, I got to get on a flight in a couple hours, I think, out to Tokyo. So I'll be on the court soon. Yeah. Yeah.
Devin, can you just even explain what the locker room was like?
Silent, you know what I'm saying? Just a lot of emotion. It's a long season. We went through a lot.
And is there any way you could put in perspective things for Chris? Or right now being so close, but not getting there?
I mean, our whole group, again, you know, I got a Chris question before, but all of us wanted it. You know, all of us wanted it. I heard what Coach Mana said about, you know, people saying, you know, that solidifies his career, and that's complete nonsense, you know, to the real hoopers out there. But our group, you know, we supported Chris all the way. He led us, you know, this whole entire season, and, you know, this is our first year together. So, you know, just developing the relationship, developing the trust amongst each other throughout the whole season, you know, and for it to fall short like this is tough on all of us.
Dwayne, go ahead.
Yeah, Devin, I can remember after the bubble, the guys were saying, coach was saying, time to control your own destiny. Like, don't leave it into somebody else's hands. And all season, you guys have controlled your own destiny. So how do you maybe take that and then take the hurt you guys are feeling? So next year, if you're back in this position, it'll turn out the right way.
Just keep working. You know, we stressed the details the whole season. We said that the whole season. We were trying to win big, and we fell short of that. But like I said, we have a foundation. We have a base for us to learn from, an experience for us to learn from. And there's no moral winners in our locker room, you know, saying we won the Western Conference Finals or, you know, whatever it is. We'll look back 50 years from now and may be able to make those calls. You know, we wanted to win a championship.
Back left and Jovan, go ahead.
Hey, Book, I guess the follow up on that, what type of foundation do you feel like this season laid for you guys kind of moving forward with, you know, going from not making the postseason to making a finals run and just the future that you guys have with so many, you know, young, talented players?
Championship basketball, and nothing less than that, you know. So going into next season, you know, on a Tuesday night playing against Cleveland, you know, if we don't have it, we'll be quickly reminded about, you know, the details. And, you know, if you don't want to give it your all right now, what can happen? And this feeling right now that we're feeling can happen, you know. So this isn't something you want to feel. You know, I haven't felt a hurt like this in my life. So that's what I say when we have a base and a foundation, just championship basketball at all times.
Gina, go ahead, please.
But Coach mentioned kind of down the stretch that he could sense the times when, Milwaukee's experience maybe came through, and they've been through as a group a couple of times. They've experienced their own playoff heartbreak to get to this point. It's for you guys, is this kind of an example of there's still stuff that you've needed to go through, and this is kind of one of those, again, tough moments that you have to experience. You can't skip any steps. Like, you have to go through that type of stuff to keep growing.
I mean, we can say that now. Our goal was to skip a lot of steps as a team. Like I said, with our first time in the playoffs and making a finals run. So I'd say we skipped a few steps, but we didn't get to the ultimate goal.
Go to 2 more questions. Go ahead, Mark.
Devin, to the point that you talked about building the foundation, when you look back at your own individual growth, what jumps out to you the most, and where do you go from here with building off of that?
I don't like to talk about myself a lot, but it's far from a spot up shooter. When I came into the league, the reputation that I had. But I just want to play winning basketball at all times. I don't really care what people think of me or what they say about my game. They haven't walked in these shoes and experienced what we just went through. So us as a group, we keep this in home, and we just, it's a constant pursuit just to better ourselves as basketball players, as men, as teammates, as brothers. We just continue to get better.
Final question to Dave.
Look, what this playoff run stir up inside you as a competitor, and how did you get better as a player over these last couple months?
Just got to experience it. Experience is the best teacher. So I think all of our games have gotten better, and like I said, we understand, how important each possession is now, and this feeling. I keep talking about the hurt. You don't want this, and this is what you strive for. It's what you go into the summer with, and you take it and use it as fuel.
Hey, this is comedian J.L. Covan, best known for his impression of Donald Trump. I'm going to be at City Winery in Boston for one night only, July 26th at 8 p.m. Hope to see you there.